I feel really, really terrible. Really terrible. I just don't know what to do.
What do you do when you're 81 with cancer and told you can't return to the UK, a country you've called home for over 6 decades? Hannah Dankwa finds herself in that very situation with her daughter Akia.
Okay.
After what was meant to be a 2-week family holiday in Kumasi, Ghana. A city that's nearly 200 miles away from the capital Accra in the south of the country, and over 4,000 miles away from where she usually lives in North London. Almost 4 months ago, they turned up to the airport to go home and were sent away.
We were shocked. Mum has travelled from the UK to Ghana and back to the UK with the same documents that we had with us for over 40 years. There's not been a problem ever. And so when we were told she couldn't travel back, we were devastated.
Hannah Dankwa is a UK citizen. She was born here in Kumasi in 1944, which was a British colony at the time. But now she and her daughter have been stuck in a hotel room for 4 months because of a discrepancy in her documentation, one that a legal document explains and has never stopped her travelling until now. And her family are desperately trying to get her home.
My poor daughter have to take me out in the wheelchair sometimes. I have 2 knee operations. When I walk too much, it hurts. I feel for my daughter.
They've tried everything they can think of, and even the NHS wrote a letter to the Home Office confirming Hannah's chemo treatment, that she should be closely monitored and needs to be back in the UK as soon as possible.
We're left in limbo, not knowing what's happening next. We just know nothing. We just go week by week.
Back in London, I met up with Hannah's other daughter, Anna. They're supported by the charity Justice for Windrush and have been pleading with officials to fast-track a new British passport.
It's a job in itself, chasing all of these different departments. We've called the Passport Office nearly every day, the Foreign Office we call regularly. We're in contact with various different people in the same departments, and it's what is most frustrating. It's as though they all don't have access to the same information, because we're having to repeat ourselves over and over again. It's frustrating, it's infuriating, and it's shocking that departments with such important jobs can kind of make some of the missteps that they've made with us and our situation.
The Home Office will say, look, we need to make all of these checks before we give out a British passport.
Of course, and they do. But someone who's got 60 years of life in the UK, I think that there should be someone who should have looked at this and say, there's a British pensioner who's stranded abroad. Let's carry this through the system. Let's continue this quickly.
Belwabira Addy is an MP of Ghanaian descent who has come across a lot of these cases.
I think the issue is with the Home Office itself. You know, the culture still maintains one of a slightly hostile environment. There's also a lot of confusion about the Windrush scandal. We have to remember that the Windrush scandal covered all people from all Commonwealth countries. Sometimes when they see a case like this coming from a country like Ghana, you don't have a situation where it's looked at in the same way.
Windrush Square, where Hannah's case sits alongside the many of Commonwealth citizens who found themselves in this situation where they no longer have the right to be in the UK. I've covered stories like this for many years, and immigration lawyers tell me that most people either fight like hell, they say, or give up. This is Hannah Dankwa's life in the UK as a young mum in the 70s and 80s in Trafalgar Square. She had 5 children here and used to work at the council, a life she's keen to return to.
I want to get back to UK. Whatever they want me to do to get the papers right, I will do it.
For now, her life in the UK is on hold, and no one knows how long for. Well, in the last hour, the Home Office sent us a statement saying while they do not comment on individual passport applications, a passport is only issued once all checks are satisfactorily completed. We also contacted the Windrush Commissioner. They did not respond.